Reverend Bohemio. You dead?
Dear Anasazi of the Kodiak Pride. Clearly I am not in heaven.
Hand me a laser torch. Do Magog get concussions? Your health affects my health. I need to know your condition.
Then I must confess, I'm a little lightheaded. I have been fasting. A ritual purification for those I so recently killed.
For the Magog that boarded the Andromeda?
Yes, and others on their world ship.
How long since you've eaten?
Since we left the world ship.
3 weeks.
I had intended on breaking my fast when we returned to the Andromeda, but apparently it is the Divine's will that that is not to happen.
I don't suppose you could eat the emergency rations.
No. The Magog must kill its prey to begin the digestive process. On the Andromeda, I keep a supply of live salmon in the hydroponics garden.
But we're not on board the Andromeda. You honestly don't expect him to starve himself to death, do you? He's a Magog.
Tyr, this is Rev we're talking about.
Rev and I have been shipmates for 7 years. I trust him with my life.
You weren't on the Magog world ship. You didn't look into his eyes. He was just like all the others. Feral.
Then our first order of business is to find food for him.
There are no live prey animals on this planet so far as we know. Which means the only viable food source for him right now is us. We should lock him up.
Rev Bem has more self-control than anyone I've ever met.
Then let him practice it in chains.
If Becca trusts him, I trust him. Besides, we're gonna need all hands to get out of here.
Rev, did you hear that? Rev.
I'm sorry, my focus seems to be elsewhere. Please excuse me, I seem to be in need of some private contemplation.
Hey. How you doing?
Hungry.
I hate planets. The dirt, the unregulated temperatures, and the water, which I also hate, unless it comes in bottles. Water turns into snow and ice, which I also hate. Like I hate pretty much every kind of weather. I hate weather. Did I mention that? Rev, you're a monk. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if the Divine had wanted us to suffer through weather, he never would have given us space travel, am I right?
So now you believe in the Divine?
Let's just say that sitting on a crashed starship, freezing to death, I'm open to the idea. But even if I don't believe, I believe that you do, and that your belief is so strong that it can overcome your other nature. I guess what I'm trying to say, Rev, is that I trust you.
Then I shall fervently pray that I do not betray that trust.
What did they used to mine in here anyway?
Well, whatever it is, we're stepping in it.
This is swarm refuse.
Swarms.
Everyone back to tomorrow, now.
Squirms are genetically engineered macrofauna that tunnel through ore-laden earth. The perfect biological miner. They process the ore internally. and excrete it as refined metal.
Not to mention that they're huge and extremely bad-tempered.
How huge?
I want... Please, excuse me.
I got it. Rev! What are you doing? You can't digest this.
Without food, a Magog's body, my body, will ravage itself. I will begin to digest my own intestines, muscle, bone, nerve ending.
Well,
I fear the process has already begun.
then, we'll just have to get you something to eat. How does Nietzsche no jus sound?
Becca, do not even joke. I will not kill, not even my enemies, not even to survive.
You did it before, on the world ship.
Yes, much to my ever-ending shame. If I was truly of the divine, I would have let them kill me and yes, even you before I took a life. But I was weak. Oh, I chased my prey. I smelt their blood, and I relished it. And I recognized something. It completed my creation. Becca, I liked it.
It's empty.
Figures. There, discharge Maru's magnetic field. That should hold off the swarms for a while.
Rev, the guns,
Tyr took them while I was in the engine room meditating.
and you didn't stop him.
Well, I'm sorry, I assumed it was all part of your plan.
Yeah, it's all part of the plan, all right. It's just not ours.
Rev. Rev?
Becca, please, shoot me.
You know, I'm not exactly an expert on spirituality. But I do know that just letting yourself die is a sin. A sin against nature, against the divine, and most of all, against us. Rev, we're your friends, and we need you. You can't just give up.
Becca, please.
Rev, you remember back on Tesla Drift? After they repoed the Maru and Bobby had left me for the last time? I felt like my world was crushing in on me. I just wanted to check out.
I remember.
And you asked me one question. How dare I presume to know what the divine had in store for me? You said that somehow all my anxiety and all my pain and all my despair had a purpose, even if I couldn't see it. So now, Rev, what about you?
Becca, I was not created by your divine. I was created by the spirit of the abyss. As an instrument of fear and destruction. That is my purpose. How could my death not be moral?
You're a great man, Rev. But I still don't think you can know the divine's plans for you, even if he didn't create you.
Becca, please, forgive me.
Rev.
Hey, Rev. How you doing? I heard things got a little rough down there.
Yes, they did. But things seem to be better now. And you?
Oh. I'm just peachy. It was a cakewalk up here.
I'll keep you in my prayers.
Thanks. I really mean that. How's it going, fellas? Comfy? Getting enough beer? What about you, turd brain? What's that? Oh, no? Well, here. How about some more? You're not satisfied, not yet. That's not what you're looking for. I give you freaking thieving little parasites a home, food, conversation. And what do you give me in return? Grief.